All right, everybody, looking over here. So, if you were not here yesterday, you really want to make sure you understand this. Okay, I don't think it's that hard. Okay, so I'll try to make it as clear as I can. But for sure, if you missed Monday or Tuesday, you know where to get the notes. They're already filled out. They're right there in that bin. And there's 2 assignments, one from Monday, one from yesterday. They look like this. They're in there. These are the names, right? You see them on the board here in red. We're going to have a quiz next Thursday, so still got plenty of time before the quiz, all right? If you have seen my Chromebook in your bag, you should return that. That'd be very awesome. Now, number one, hey, where were you yesterday? Oh, how was the SAT? Hard. How was the math? Easy? Wow. 10:56. 6 minutes late. Dang, it's crazy. 5 minutes plus 6 minutes, 11 whole minutes to get here. Sheesh. All right, number one, take a look. We learned yesterday on the notes. If you have a radius, you'll see right here in the middle of the circle goes to the edge. If you have a radius and a tangent off the edge, what kind of angle does it make? What kind of angle is this right here? Radius and tangent make what kind of angle right here? A right angle. Okay, so we go ahead and make a little right angle here. We learned that yesterday. It's on your notes, right? You following along here? So the thing we know is what it tells us is that the radius is 5, so we can actually label that in the picture. So from the center to the edge, this is 5, but also from the center to this edge is also 5. Okay, so do you see how 5, no matter which way you go, the radius has to be the same? It's 5. Now here's what we did yesterday on the notes. We take this right triangle, and I like to redraw it and relabel it. Okay. So what is the vertical leg right here on the triangle? 5, right? This little piece right here is 5. The bottom right here is B. So those are already on there. You can see them. But the hypotenuse is where people mess up. What is this whole length? It's not just 8, because 8 is only this piece. The other little piece we said was 5. So what do I do with 5 and 8? Add them up, right? So 5 plus 8 gives me 13. Okay. Now, if you were a pro, if you memorized your special right triangles, you could look at this and tell me exactly what B is, just from memory. Because there is such thing as a 5, 12, 13 triangle. But we haven't really spent time on memorizing that stuff. Either way, you can use Pythagorean theorem to solve for B, the missing side, right? So please remember, on a right triangle, A and B are next to 90. So here's 90, so I'll call this A. I'm missing B down here. And then C is always across from 90, right? So can you do the Pythagorean theorem? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Let's write that down. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And let's plug some stuff in. So what is A? A is 5 squared, plus B is missing, B squared, equals, and then C is 13 squared. Cool. So I got A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Is everyone looking up here? Hey. So now I have to square the numbers. 5 squared, 5 times 5 is 25. B squared stays B squared. And then 13 squared, 13 times 13, or 13 squared is 169. Now, I'm solving for B, just like on the two examples we did yesterday. To get B by itself, I got to get rid of this loner 25. So please remember, you're not adding these numbers together. They're on different sides of the equation. We're going to subtract 25 on both sides. What is 169 minus 25? You should get 144. Okay, so now I bring down B squared equals 144. And like we said yesterday, the last step to get rid of a square is to square root. So again, to get rid of a little square 2, you have to square root. So square root here, and that gives us B equals, and maybe you know what the square root of 144 is. It'd be good to know, but if you type it in your calculator, you get 12. So B equals 12. Cool. I promise you, if these types of problems, this is how you do them. You label them, make the right triangle, Pythagorean theorem. Last step is to square root. Okay, don't forget that. So that's on your notes from yesterday. We also did one like number 2 here. What if you have two tangents that are touching? Well, we said if you have two tangents touching, they are congruent segments. Put tick marks on them. And if they're congruent, we set them equal. So 2x plus 20 equals 8x plus 2. Could you solve that equation when x's are on both sides? Okay. So when x is on both sides, we get rid of the smaller x, in this case 2x, so minus 2x, minus 2x. Bring down 20 equals 8 minus 2 is 6x. Bring down plus 2. X is on the right side, so now we're going to get rid of that loner 2 by subtracting 2 on both sides. 20 minus 2 is 18. And then our last step to get rid of that coefficient 6, we divide by 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Okay, now, yesterday you got an assignment, Monday you got an assignment, you should have your notes. Right now is time to not waste. Now is time to do your assignments. Does everyone see at the bottom of this page, it says finish both assignments from Monday and yesterday. The names of them are right here with the dates. They're literally taped onto the wall right here. This is what they look like. This is where you find them over here. So you've got to do your assignment. You can't say you didn't get it. I'm telling you where to get it. You know what to do. I'm telling you what to do. It's time to knock out those assignments. Please. Okay, I'll leave this on the board. Well, let's go ahead and work on our assignments. 2 assignments from Monday and Tuesday. All right? Unless you want to fail. All right, let's get started.